What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Bugs' DCS Cruise. So, you guys know that I did have the poll up for you guys to take a guess which module that I had on pre-order. Well, here she is. Long-awaited full Fidelity MiG-29A. I have honestly been waiting for this module personally, for them to come out with something like this for about 4 years, maybe 3 or 4 years now. So, ever since I started flying the Flaming Cliffs one, I could see the use for the full Fidelity one. And I've always had a soft spot for the MiG-29 myself, so this is awesome. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this thing up. I got the crude controls mapped already. A lot of it, like the weapon systems, I'll do from the front panel with the mouse for now, just until I figure out what I need to map to what. So we're going to do nothing too crazy. We're just going to see how this thing handles, how she takes off, how she flies. I do have a bandit out here, so we will go try to find him. We are carrying quite a few goodies with us that can make things go kaboom, so we'll see if we can get those off, plus gun. I more want to see if I can get the gun's kill on this guy, not the missile shot, but we'll see what happens. This is going to be awesome. This is my first look at the full Fidelity MiG-29. I hope this guy... I'm sorry. Hopefully this helps you guys out and you guys are as excited about the new module as I am. Let's go see what she could do. Alright. So this was just released late this morning, early afternoon, around 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. So this is the first look at this thing. I can guarantee there's going to be stuff that needs to be polished up on it. They've already said that in the change log for the update, so we'll have a little bit of patience and we'll see what happens. The first thing I'm noticing is it tells you a lot more than the Flaming Cliffs one. This is new, I haven't seen that before. And the most immediate thing I can notice is the two little dangly bits attached to my helmet right now. So that's pretty cool. Let's see what these different... Oh, okay, so they tell you what they do. That's cool. Oh, wow. Okay. That's the close combat. Let's turn our helmet mounted sight on first. We'll make sure she's... Oh, no, she is. I don't see the reticle, that's okay. I don't think we have to be armed for that. Let's just go ahead and turn that off for a second. Okay. That's bore sight. No, okay. Okay, the infrared electro... okay, I see what's going on here. Okay. Alright, so these I'm going to have to map to the joystick, as well as the TDC slew. We'll figure that out, possibly. Okay. Okay, that's a navigation panel. And I did watch a couple of the videos that Evo Dynamics did drop with Wags doing the commentary on it. Very helpful. But I do need to watch them again. But, again, this is flying with bugs, and this is how we do it. let's jump in and have fun with it. So, let's taxi this thing on out and let's see what we can do for our takeoff. Okay, there are takeoff flaps. Landing flaps, flaps up. That's pretty cool that it tells you that. Alright, here we go. I gotta figure out the nose wheel steering high gain on this thing if it has one. Let's try dropping the flaps out for our takeoff, see if that changes anything. That should be the tightest turn for now, but we'll see what happens. So far, she's pretty smooth. Very responsive on the throttle axis. I like that. That's pretty cool. And I do not have any curves set for this right now, guys. I just want to fly it in the raw and see how she is. If I do need to set one, I will. But we'll see what happens. Right now, we're neutralized for our rudder, our pitch, and roll. Those are the ones I'm more worried about. And they will vary from each aircraft that you guys have and you set them to, and your joystick and rudder pedals could definitely play a major part in that just as well. Alright. A few degrees nose high trim. So the one thing I'm not going to do, guys, is I am not going into this with the mindset of this is going to be similar to the Flaming Cliffs MiG-29. I made that fatal mistake with the Thunderbolt and the Corsair. When the Corsair first came out, how much more difficult can it be, or different can it be than the Thunderbolt? Same engine, similar airframe, yeah, very different. So we're not going to do that with this one. I'm looking at this as it is a totally different beast, so let's see what we could do with her. Alright guys, here we go. First flight in the full Fidelity MiG-29A. Power's coming on. Nose is getting light, blow is lit. Here we go. And we're flying. We are airborne, guys, in the MiG-29. All right. She is very stable so far. Let's bring her right upstairs. It's got a cool little flyby of her, too. Pull out a blower because we do not have the most fuel in the world with this thing. Alright, let's see what this thing can do. Let's have a little bit of fun with her. Now I know this guy's going to be out here somewhere. What the hell? Oh, it's scanning for something, I guess. Okay. Let's go master arm on. Aha. I see a bandit. Aha, the guns are hot. Okay, perfect. Alright, well here he is. It's an L-39, so it should be a pretty good match for this dude. Or this should be an easy match for us, but let's see what we could do with this guy. And we're merged. It's probably not the smartest idea to get into a dogfight with this thing in the first 2 minutes, especially when I don't know how this thing works. Stupid idea, Bugs. But yet again, welcome to Bugs' DCS Cruise, when we find out the hard way that you don't do certain shit. Oh, I see what it's doing now. Okay. That makes me feel a little bit better. Wow, she turns a lot different than the other one. Holy Toledo, she turns a lot different than the other one. Alright, let's try and cut him off a little bit. Uh-oh. Yep, there we go. Need to watch our fuel with this thing. Bugs, watch your fuel. Why am I getting into... We're not doing this. Let's get some airspeed. And Hayaka with the MiG-29, that might not have been a good idea. Not such a smart move there, buddy. What were you thinking on that one? You're lucky I missed. Oh, we got him. We got him. Yep. Oh, hell yeah. First air-to-air kill with the full Fidelity MiG-29, guys. There we go. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. Okay. I have to figure out a few controls with this thing. Like how to get the radar to slew and whatnot, and then a target lock, but first gun kill with it, that's not bad. And what I'm noticing immediately between this and the Flaming Cliffs version of it, it handles much differently. You have to actually be on top of this one and pay attention to it. Especially in some of those tight turns like that. A little flyby over, see what she looks like. It looks good. Wow. Yep. Still a little smoky as usual. I'm happy to still see that, at least. It's one of the characteristics of the MiG-29. Look for the smoke trail. Alright, let's bring her upstairs a little bit. Let's start flipping this thing around. Let's see how she handles up at altitude. I'm going to keep her out of blower. That's the afterburner right there. And of course the sun's on our back, so I can't see the WC panel, but that's alright. Let's let it turn to the right. And the sunglasses for real in this thing. Alright, 11,000 feet like it's nothing. Wow. Blowing through 11,000. Jeez. Okay, so there's our limit right about there. Okay. Perfect. Alright, let's see what we can do with this thing. Let's bring her up. And over. She loops around pretty nice. Let's try this. Let's dump it down. Idle. Let's see how she handles with 0 airspeed. Actually, you know what? Let's go full mill, and then we'll bring it directly upstairs. Alright, so I'm going to have to set a little bit of a curvature on it. I'll start low and see what happens there. But, alright, up we go. Into the vertical, 90 degrees. Here we go. Wow, she climbs. Wow. She gets up there. Whoa, wee. Alright. 23.6 before we start fading off. Feed off, rudder control neutralized, speed brakes in. And we're over the top. Here we go. And we got control of her again. Wow. She does pretty good at 0 airspeed, I'll give it that. The right engine flamed out though. I'm just trying to start the right engine on us. Oh yeah, we don't have a right engine right now, guys. That's not good. Alright, that's cool. Let's see if we can crank the right engine over. Very interesting. Alright, so we lost an engine. Yeah, I think we... Yeah, we lost our right engine. Yep, we lost our right engine, guys. That sucks. Alright, oh, shit. Alright. Let's... not worry about that right now. Let's pretend that didn't happen. And let's go find a place to land this son bitch. I was not expecting to lose my right engine doing that. Alright. That's cool. Gotta be careful. I like it. Alright. I wish it would just windmill and come back on. I don't know if she's got enough, or actually, I don't know if this thing can crossbleed. I don't know. Alright. That's fine. I'm not too worried about it. It's honestly, guys, it's pretty stable for the most part. Even with the one engine out, the only reason that she's moving is because I just adjusted myself in the cockpit, in the sim pit rather, but she's honestly pretty stable. You just have to trim it, that's all. But it holds pretty well. Pretty surprised with that. I would expect this thing to be all over the place. Yeah, we're getting low on fuel anyway, so that works. Hopefully we can get this thing on the ground in one piece. We're going to try our best. Alright. Here we go. Alright guys, let's see if we can get her on the ground in one piece. I want to see how she lands, or how she handles when the gear comes down with one engine. That I'm a little worried about, but they do have power. Alright. Slow it down a little bit. Landing flaps, gear. Alright, here comes the world's greatest speed brake. The landing gear. Alright, 3 down and locked. Here we go. Yeah, she was leaning a little bit. There we go. Let's just trim it out. Alright, baby. Nice and easy. You got this. Oh, careful, girl. Come on. Just get the flaps up for a second. Just to stabilize her. And then we'll get them down when we get closer. Yeah, you can see she's starting to lean a little bit. She's favoring to the left, guys. So we still have the left engine, so she's really wanting to push that way. Which makes no sense. You would think you would want to yaw to the right, but... or nose right, whatever. But, here we go. This might be a little hairy. Oh yeah, we are definitely sideways. Jesus. Alright. Well, hopefully next time we don't lose the right engine. We're not going to do that shit again. Unless we have to. Alright, here we go. Let's see what happens. Full flaps. Oh, we are wobbly. Oh, baby. Come on, girl. Oh, man. Come on, Bugs. You got this. Nice and easy, bud. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Easy does it. Drogue chute. We're out. We're down. We did it. Now I just hope we can stop before the end of the runway. Yep, we got it. Let's use the drogue chute out. No, it's not. That's just wonderful. Alright, well, I'll have to figure that one out too. That's alright. But we did make it down. I don't know how, but we did make it down. That was... interesting. Oh, wait a minute. If I... Hold on a second, guys. I think I might have just screwed up. No, maybe not. Alright. Yeah, now you guys can see how she's pushing nose right. Watch my throttle up a little bit. There's the asymmetric thrust. Surprised it wasn't doing that in the air. But that's alright. Well, let's find a parking spot for her. Yeah, I gotta figure out the high gain for the nose wheel on this also, guys. I'm gonna try and swing this parking spot right here. I think we got it. Yeah, maybe a little too wide. But close enough. Actually, no, yeah, close enough. That's fine. Alright guys, well, that went a lot better than I thought it was going to be 1,000% honest. That was a fun flight with this thing. That's only the first of many. I still have a lot of stuff to map and set up and configure on this thing for my HOTA setup. I have a lot more reading to do on certain things, but that was fun. I did learn a few things about it. I was not expecting to lose the right engine doing a 0 airspeed with her, but it did happen. Makes it interesting, but she got us back in one piece. Can't complain about that. Any landing you can walk away from is a good one. So, with all that being said, I really hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you guys so much for taking part in the poll. Here's the answer to it. New one will be coming up soon. I have a few ideas in mind, but until then, much more with the MiG-29A coming soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe for more. Check out the Bugs' DCS Cruise Discord. And until the next sortie, strap in, arm up the seat, and keep flying.